we truly alone in the universe? That's what scientists have been asking themselves for decades. Just exploring the great frontier. Who knows what's out there? God knows there's so many galaxies yet to explore, and we'll probably never get the chance to actually witness them. The great unknown beyond to infinity and beyond. You know what I'm saying? We're alone in the universe, but we'd like to imagine maybe, just maybe, there's intelligent life forms out in a galaxy far, far away. Yep, so many space references, so little time to do them in. Hey, paisanos! This is ToonGamer23, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo Tooie! So in the last part, we went for the Dodgem Domes and the Star Spinner. Not only that, but we also fed Mrs. Boggy's kids a burger and fries. Well, one of them wanted a burger and the other wanted fries, so. Okay, and so yeah, that basically does it for the space zone. Okay, so yeah. It's a real shame that, okay, so, hello. Just creepily jumping on, walking out just outside the main entrance. So like I was saying, it's a real shame we didn't get to explore the western zone as much. Maybe even meet a certain cowboy doll, and maybe over here we would have gotten to see a famous space ranger. True, they are property of Disney and Pixar, but it's always a fun crossover idea. Alright, so getting good at dodging those. Okay, one more visit to Madame Grunty, just for old time's sake. Okay, classic beating. Okay, so it was worth a shot, but we'll come back later. So, or no, I don't really know how many attempts it's gonna take in order for us to get that super rare cheat, but it's possible. You just gotta be persistent and mind your health. So, all right, so. Let us view our totals. So only 2 Jiggies remain. One of them involves the boss of Witchy Worlds. So the only place we haven't explored is inside the big top tents. Alright. And the other Jiggy involves getting the last of Mrs. Boggy's kids to her, but unfortunately we don't have the means to do that just yet. So, we have got, let's see, yeah, 4 out of 4 tickets, and, wait a minute, 4 burgers and 4 fries remains, so, you mean to tell me that Salty Joe and Big Al gave us 5 burgers and 5 fries, no charge? Wow, that's a real sweet deal there. Too bad it's only works in video games, because, come on! How could you ever hope to survive in that kind of economy, giving away your merchandise for free? Not only that, but you're giving away 5 of each! 5 packs of fries, and for Big Al, it's 5 burgers. Well, anyway, there's something that you need to know about having food within the park, but let's just take a break from eating and adventuring and just enjoy the circus. Alright, so Banjo and Kazooie are about to be welcomed into the amazing digital circus! Okay, so yeah, I had to do that. Okay, so yeah, the digital circus before the digital circus was a thing. Okay, big top interior. And look at you we have here, Kunga. So yeah, been a long while since we saw him back in our first adventure. So yeah, from an orange tree guardian to a ringmaster. That's quite a career change. Let me see if eggs still hurt him. Nope. He's grown immune to them. Okay, so, we're a bit low on health, so... we'll probably be fine. Let me see your tickets, buddy.
Tickets? What do we need them for?
4 tickets are required to enter Kunga's Big Top. No tickets, no entry. But we have 4 tickets. Pass them over then, pal. Cheers. I better let you in now then. You're just in time. The show's about to begin.
I hope they've got acrobats and a human cannonball.
Alright, well, let's find out. Where do you think our seat will be?
I can't see any seats. Perhaps we're supposed to sit on this big lump on the floor over here.
Doesn't look very comfy. It's not supposed to be comfy because it's a boss. It's a big, patchy balloon dinosaur thing. Oh dear, not more intruders. Well, I'll show you who's boss. See how big and strong Mr. Patches.
Ha! You're not all that big, really. That Klungo frig near the start was probably bigger than you.
Oh yeah? Well, how about this then? Oh? Mr. Patch, strange, wobbly, inflatable thing. Even the developers don't know what to call him.
I suppose you think you're clever, don't you?
Well, one doesn't like to blow one's own trumpet. Go. I sense a battle coming on. If you insist. Alright. Mr. Patch, the giant balloon dinosaur. And we came very well unprepared, because we've only got 2 hit points left before we're done for. Okay. As the name implies, aim for the patches. With your explosive ammo. Okay, come on. Hold still. Ugh. That's the big problem with this big balloon fella. You gotta aim it just right while he's moving, so... Okay, so let's try and boost our health up just a little bit. Not sure if it's gonna be enough, but it's better than nothing, so... Okay, so just grab the honeycombs wherever they are. I think there's only 2 of them, sadly, so... Let's just, Okay, so... As long as we don't shoot at any of the patches for a little while, we should be fine. Let's just grab another honeycomb for the road. Okay, so yeah, so much for seeing acrobats in a human cannonball, huh? All we have is this giant floating dinosaur goodie. Just giant inflatable dinosaur, I mean. Okay. Come on, pop the balloon, get the patches. There we go.
Oh, you found a weak spot! It looks like I might need some help here! You'll have to beat me from the air now!
Alright, let's get aerial. Okay, so... Yeah, classic molehill with a boxing glove. I had to say molehill, didn't I? Okay, up we go. Okay, so we can actually beach bomb our way to the other side. And get this, he coughs up beach balls that explode. Okay, great. This guy just keeps getting more and more interesting. Okay, come on, hold still. Ugh. Well, thankfully, like a giant inflatable, it doesn't really hurt you directly, but avoid his explosive beach ball attack. Okay, come on. Oh, God, good lord, is this thing hard to hit. Okay, come on. This is inside. Okay, so yeah. Okay, come on. Something's gotta connect eventually. There we go, finally. Alright, screaming past. Now let's try for the backside. Yes! Okay, so just above his tail. Well, sure beats near his groin. Okay, let's fly, alright. Okay, running low on ammo, but just a few more lucky shots and let's see. Okay, we're out. Ah, jeez, rough landing. Okay, so yeah, explosive beach balls. Just coming in from... Okay, so... Okay, I think I got a couple lucky shots in there. Okay, so yeah, like an ordinary balloon, the more holes you leave in it, the smaller it gets. Which makes him an even more difficult target. Great. Okay, get away, get away. Incoming! Oh! Got lucky there. Okay. Okay, one more. One more right there. Oh, shoot. Alright. Careful. Okay, so yeah, look at how small he is from before. He can still cough up some beach balls, though. Okay. Last weak point. Beneath, just above his left foot. Okay. Ah. Okay, come on, connect, connect. There! Alright, Mr. Patch is deflated and defeated.
Uh-oh, looks like trouble.
Did that stuffer come from his, Okay, so yeah, in classic line with Rara's borderline crude humor, that, his main air stopper was in a really conspicuous area, so... Whatever. Okay, Jiggy number 30. We're on a roll here. Okay, so really would have been nice to have a rematch with Conga, but I guess his fighting days are behind him. Yeah, he is. Yeah, exactly. He's more of the entertainment business now. But I'd probably, if Banjo and Kazooie probably paid with real cash, they'd probably demand a refund right about now. Alright, well that'll do it for Witchy World, for now. Okay, so yeah, just avoid the— oh! That is one smart slot machine. Okay, bombs away. Alright, let's see if any of these baddies can give us some energy. Okay, so thank you, sir. Okay, you buddy in the corner. Give me your honey. Give me some of that sweet sugar. Do 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 do. Oh, honey, honey, do 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 do. Sorry, I had to. Anyway, I think our time in Witchy World is just about over. So yeah, let's. Unfortunately, we don't have the means to carry that fat boy over to his mama, so.
Thanks for bringing the little scamp back. There's still another one to find, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, that kid ain't getting back here all by himself, so we need to find a way for us to carry him back somehow.
Hey, can't you read, Furbag? All food must be consumed in the theme park. That's not fair. Of course it's not fair. But try and leave with that stuff you've got, and I'll take it off you.
Okay. So it's like the opposite of certain theme parks. You can't have, normally in real life it's you can't bring food from outside into the theme park, but here it's vice versa. You can't bring food within the theme park outside of the theme park, which makes no freaking sense. But it's Grunty's world. Her job is to make our lives as miserable as possible, considering we did technically kill her and make her one of the living undead. Okay, so no more burgers and no more fries. What a shame. Oh well. We didn't need that stuff anyway. Alright. Let's get some like good, delicious, sweet honey. Okay, come on, hold still, hold still. There. Finally. Okay, so as for following the digger, we can't really follow him until we find out a way to bust that Kazooie boulder. Flume of Doom, eh? That always intrigued me as a kid, just with just that log on top. I actually thought about if there was like a secret flight pad or something where we could enter through that dark log on top, but it's just for show. I doubt it would have been very safe anyway, but safety is not for any concern within the Witchy World theme park, so. But still though, a whole theme park for Banjo and Kazooie and hardly any lines. Alright, so there actually is one other thing we can do. There is down in Glitter Gulch Mine, so yeah, just kind of keeping the tradition of having collecting at least 2 Jiggies per part. Let's go into the Gloomy Caverns, because you may remember there was that power hut with the moss on the roof, but now that we have the ability to split up, we should be able to collect that Jiggy in the dark. So let me see, outside the crushing shed's probably the best way to go. Okay, so mine entry 1. Is this the way? I see. Okay, not quite. So, alright, let's see. Mine entry 2 or 3 should probably be the one, so. Alright, so that leads to the Flooded Caverns. We don't want that. Okay, so near the train station. Alright, so. Yeehaw, partner! Good to see some good old hillbilly action after a while. Alright. And it's real good to have explosive ammo with us in the mines. So yeah, who needs a TNT detonator now? We've got a heavy artillery of grenades. Okay, mine entry 3. So, let's see. Okay, yes, here we go. Okay, so through here. Alright. Just so we're not disturbed. Okay, so the wonders of this abandoned hut here. And, let's see. So now we have, split-up pads to help us with that, Miss Jiggy, but where are they? Up here? Aha! Here we go. Okay, time to do the splits once again. Okay, Banjo goes in first. Alright. So he's the only one who can climb ladders, so obviously he'll be the one to stand on this lucky switch. Okay, Power Hut Basement. Turn on the lights. To that glorious jigsaw piece. Okay, but step off the switch. It's lights out. Yeah. Whoever designed that didn't really have their thinking cap on that day. But whatever. Okay. Kazooie's up. Alright, so yeah. It's all up to the smart-mouthed bird to grab that Jiggy from the basement. Okay, so yeah. Oh, great. Okay, so. Oh, cool. Okay. Alright! Oh, perfect! Okay, so thing about controlling Kazooie is to take it slow, because he is fast. Okay, so, let's just, careful. Okay, so yeah, it's that same ominous tune from the generator cavern. The one where a homicidal maniac might pop out of the shadows when you least expect it and stab a knife through your back. That'd be super fitting for Conker's Bad Fur Day, but we want to keep it E-rated here. Okay, so... Okay, so yeah, just use the jumping. Why are you focusing on the... And she can fly! What? Toon Gamer. What? Yeah, what am I doing? Kazooie can fly and she can hover. Could have made this so much easier. Alright. Well, whatever. We finally got the Jiggy. Okay, it is dark over here. So yeah, there goes the only means of light over here. Okay, can Kazooie make it back to safety? Okay. Okay. Atta girl. Let's... You know, I'm ashamed to admit, I had no idea. It took me the longest while to realize that Kazooie was female. I guess because when I was a kid, I was so used to female characters having long eyelashes. And I guess in some of her, concept art of this game, she does have eyelashes, but they're barely noticeable. It's just kind of it was just kind of confusing to me as a kid, but whatever. That's just there's probably a lot of cartoon characters that I couldn't really make out their gender as a kid. So Kazooie's not the only one. Yeah, but whatever. Alright. Okay, Banjo. You don't need to stand on that button anymore. But yeah, the fact that they had to put a light bulb on that is just... I'm pretty sure the miners weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. So they had to make pretty pictures rather than words, because none of them could read. Okay, so... Go! Alright, classic. Alrighty. Wrong way. Okay, we are out of here! Okay, so that'll do it for another Jiggy and Glitter Gulch mine. Now the last one involves for those spring shoes that we'll be learning in a later area. So yeah. So yeah, just chiseling away at the totals. Okay, so yeah, wow. Spending 4 hours in Witchy World. Good grief. Well, let's just make our way back to the entrance. I almost picked the crushing shit Jiggy, not the world opening Jiggy. The cult's leader. Okay, so up and out. Okay, so that'll do it for Glitter Gulch Mine for right now. Okay, so where to next is the big question. Well, you may remember that there's also that path over there. There's that barred up cage entrance, and it involves us splitting up again, but we'll probably take a little breather. I think we've gone far enough at this part. Okay, so yeah, conveniently placed split up paths, but we'll save that for later. And while we're here, let's go check on Miss Honeybee. Okay, so just one more extension. So yeah, we have just enough. A little bit extra, actually.
I'm Honeybee. I'll trade you extra energy units in return for empty honeycombs. You have enough honeycombs for 1 extra energy unit. Do you want to trade?
Okay, yep. Sure, honey.
Toss your honeycombs over here then, Big Bear. Here's your extra energy.
Alright, wonderful. Beautiful. The pun was right there, I'm sorry. Okay, so for the next one, Jesus tries a hard bargain at 7. Okay. Alrighty, Rooney. Well, at least we'll have one extra nil of health before we fall. Alright. So, what lies beyond that shaft over there? We can't necessarily explore the other end with the big boulder with Kazooie's face on it until later. But we can go down this path. So let's go ahead and just open it. We won't necessarily go through the tunnel just yet, but at least we can open it. Okay, so Banjo. And Kazooie. Open sesame. Alright. So a new section is open for our heroes to explore, but that'll wait until the next part. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and if you would leave a comment and or like, that would be most appreciated. Until next time on Banjo Tooie, this is Toon Gamer 23, signing out. I imagine that the times that they do split up, Banjo is elated to not have to endure Kazooie's constant pecking on his head. Even though they are friends, Kazooie really is the troublemaker of the two, and Banjo just wants to do the right thing. So, I mean, Kazooie is still a hero too, but just kind of like an unorthodox hero. Just kind of like a Deadpool or something. Okay, maybe not like Deadpool. Deadpool kill people. So, she's not that violent, so thank God. But when she pushes her limits too far, Banjo can be borderline that violent. By choking the life out of her. Barely. Okay, so let's see what Conga says if we don't have the 4 tickets necessary for the big top.
Let me see your tickets, buddy.
Tickets? What do we need them for?
4 tickets are required to enter Conga's Big Top. No tickets, no entry.
Right! Let's go find some tickets.
Look, buddy, you still don't have 4 tickets. So you ain't coming in.
I bet the show's no good anyway.
Ooh, solid burn from Kazooie. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so we've got all 4 tickets, but we still haven't learned the airborne egg attack from Jam Jars. So let's see what Conga says if we've gotten all 4 tickets but still haven't learned the ability yet. Okay, so yeah, just as proof. So yeah, we got 4 tickets, among other things. Alright.
Huh? I see you have enough tickets now.
We sure do, monkey boy.
Sorry, but I can't let you in if you don't know how to fire eggs in the air.
But that's rubbish. We know how to aim eggs.
Not in the air, we don't.
That's right.
Come on, let's go find jam jars again.
Try the space zone.
Thanks, Banana Brain.
See you later.
All those monkey insults. Classic Kazooie.
Sorry, but I can't let you in if you don't know how to fire eggs in the air.
Okay, so yeah, just... Never mind. Alright.
That's right.
Alright. So, space zone, blah blah blah. Okay. So let's see if, well, that's what he says if you don't have the ability to fire eggs in the air, but still have 4 tickets. At least he's generous enough to point out where Jam Jars is located, so it's honestly pretty generous of him. And this is what Conga says after we've learned the ability, after we've given him his tickets. Yeah. Want to have a word with you if we ever find you after this for tricking us into an ambush. But still, it's good to see a familiar face from Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah. From a simple orange tree guardian to a ringleader. Really big improvements. Real character development right there.
You seem to have learned all of the abilities required to enter the Big Top.
Sure am, Monkey Boy.
I guess you can go in then.
Into Mr. Patch's boss fight we go. Okay, so yeah. We know this, we just went through this, so...